So I went to Freehold Township High School, and started as a quarterback there. And I'd been looking at going to a bunch of different colleges, but I had a bunch of friends going to Fairleigh Dickinson, and that's kind of where I ended up going. And then I obviously the man upstairs had a different plan and didn't want me to play college football. It was a beautiful day out. I was getting ready to go off to school to play football, and I was headed to the gym. And next thing you know, I was in a helicopter. My spleen was shattered in a whole bunch of places. I had my frontal lobe, to my cognitive part of my brain, had some pretty hefty damage, and then had a traumatic brain injury and spent over a year in neurocognitive rehab. So it was actually a bumpy road. I came home. The first thing I did when I came home was get a job. So I got a job in the bank. So that's kind of how I got started in banking. And then I worked my way through school. So I went to community college, and then got my degree in Homeland Security from New Jersey City University. But looking back, I'm glad it happened, because it made me realize, life is short. So a football coach brought me to the track, and he just happened to be good friends with John and Rose. And then I got hooked. He brought me around the barn. The rest is history. I had no idea I would ever own a horse. I love the idea of owning a horse, but financially, you never think that you can be a horse owner until the numbers just they lined up at the time.
He's a great guy. You don't hurt nobody. He's honest with me, and he leaves it up to me. Whatever I say, he'll do. I try to be correct in anything I do for him, because he's not rich. You gotta be rich to be in this game. You gotta have the Arabs behind you. Cameron, he's a good kid. He's very excited.
I mean, it's getting to the point where it's kind of hard to believe. It's still hard to believe. John calls me every morning, and you think, uh-oh, what's he calling about now? But he's just telling me that, she was a bear on the track, and that she, that she had a nice work. But it's starting to get to the point where, is this actually happening? Because sometimes life has been too good recently. It's definitely bringing a little light. People have offered us a lot of money, to say the least. If it's going to change your life, then you got to make a decision. At this time, it would change my life, but this horse is also changing my life. Changing Jersey-breds. Right now we're trying to get Jersey back on the map. We're trying to, Monmouth is it's home to a lot of people. So we're trying to make it, we're trying to make it. And for horologists to do this at Monmouth is bittersweet. Anytime you wake up every morning and see a scar that's 8 inches on your stomach, it kind of makes you realize that, life hits you fast. Life can come and go. If you don't stop, to take in these moments, they're just gonna fly right by you. If I hadn't had an accident, I would have played college football and would have never played semi-pro football, and I would have never met, the coach that I met, and subsequently I would have never met John and Rose. So everything happens for a reason, and it did, and luckily I'm benefiting from it now.